Hi, it's Bradley's Driving School with another independent drive. This one's following the signs for the north and follow signs for Teeside A19. Some couple of tricky parts on this route. One of them is Testo's roundabout and the other is a little slip road. So I'm going to talk myself through it as I do this, so hopefully get some tips from this. The examiner pulled you in further along this road. The reason I've pulled you in here is this particular road here, I see some learners doing 30 miles per hour along this road when there's quite a lot of parked cars. So when you've got a row of parked cars on your left, you've got to reduce your speed. You've got to watch for people opening doors. You've got to watch for kids running out in front. You've got to watch for cars moving out without warning. You've got to watch for oncoming traffic. So you really need to reduce your speed. So as a guideline, if you're only giving the cars on your left a couple of feet, go through at 20 miles an hour. If you're only giving a foot, go through at 10. It's just a guideline. Okay, so I'm looking all around the car. Mr. Driving Examiner's now told me I'm following signs for the north and then Teeside A19. Sorry, following the signs for the north. So I've moved off here and I've got an oncoming car now. Aim at the space learners. You look at the parked cars and wonder why you shift cars. So I'm only up to 20 miles an hour along here because of all the parked cars. I don't need to do 30. If you do 30 along here, you're going to get a serious fault for use of speed. It's just too fast. Now there's a road bending to the left, so you check your middle mirror and just ease off the gas. It's quite tight actually, so I've dropped it down in a second. Following the left curb round, learners like to look into the centre of the road and drift to the centre. So straighten up, check my middle mirror. Car in front's indicating left. We've got quite a few parked cars on the left. We've got oncoming traffic. You've got your hatch marking system. You've got junctions left and right, they're clear. So I'm picking up signs for the north. Sorry, it's the south, man. Oh, I'm getting mixed up here. Put that down to age. It's following the signs for the south, sorry. So the road's bending to the right. This is where he pulls you in, by the way. Don't look at the bus learners. Learners will stare at that bus and drift across the lanes, across the centre of the road. It's like a little chicane this. My speed's only 25, that's all you need. You've got your chevrons telling you sharp end to the right. Just easing off the gas as I go around. You've got a couple of parked cars on the right. You've got a street of houses on the left. Up to 28, feels really comfortable, not doing 30. I'm looking for signs for the south. You've got the bus stop, you've got the road bending to the left, check the middle mirror. And I'm just following the curb round. Now there's the traffic light on red and there's the sign saying the south's to the right. So it's middle, right, dormer, signal up for right. Focus on a smooth stop. And we're picking up signs for the south, which is directly in front of me, and we're going right. Now there's my backup light directly in front also. Now when you come down to this slip road, this is very tricky because what we see here is national speed limit sign. Now learners think, ooh, got to put my foot down, but you've got a really sharp bend there. There shouldn't be a national speed limit sign there. There should be a warning sign telling you there's a sharp bend. So it said south was right, so I'm turned right, I'm just continuing on the road ahead. You've got your little island refuge there, look. Now look, chevrons, national speed limit. But if you look, whatever you do, don't put your foot down here. I've got a parked car on the right where he has his lights on, his door open. So I'm doing 27 miles an hour here because of the sharp bend to the left. So please keep it to the left. I'm round at 25 now, 24 in third gear. Following the curb round. Now I've got a slip road to join. Now I'm going to start accelerating now. So I'm building my speed up. I'm up to 25, 30. I've got a van. I'm easing off the gas now to let him get past. And then I'm moving over. There's a car directly behind me. Now learners worry about them and won't join. Just join the carriageway if it's safe, because that's what that car's anticipating you to do. Now we're on a 70 mile per hour road. I'm up to 60 miles per hour. He's now going to change the signs and follow the signs for Teeside A19. If you do come this way, you've got the choice of lanes. You can use the left, middle or right. Well, you definitely wouldn't use the right, but it says we can use either lane. Please keep the car to the left. Lots of learners using the middle lane. You don't feel unless you just hog the right lane all the way around. Now the sign says reduce speed now, so check your middle mirror. I'm not really going to reduce mine because I'm only doing 50. If I was doing 70, then yes, I would. So it says Teeside A19 straight ahead. You've got your countdown markers. Now the road starts to open into 3 lanes. Keep it to the left now, all the way down to the roundabout. Check my mirrors. I'm not really going to signal here, just keep it to the left. Lights on red, focusing on a smooth stop. There's no gear change. You've got your lights in front, directly in front, to the left and right and straight ahead. Now if you do pick the middle lane, then you're going to have to leave in the right lane, put your foot down and get back to the left lane, because if you leave in the right lane and drive like an old granny and force other drivers to undertake you, you're going to get a serious fault for normal driving position. So you need to keep to the left. That's the best one, just keep to the left. Look how easy this is. Now the light's on green, I'm expecting that change. I'm signal down for left, I've checked my middle right door mirror. Lights didn't change. Now keep to the left, look. Now that one's the Teeside A19. Now I'm just keeping to the left all the way around. If I get the chance to overtake this dirty van in front, I will. I've got a couple of wagons up there, so I will. So I'm checking my right door mirror, signal up for right, sideways glancing, moving over. Now if you get the chance to overtake, get it done as quickly as you can without breaking the speed limits, and maintain your 2-second gap in front. Now, how to know when to move back? When I see the headlights of this wagon in my middle mirror, that's when I'm going to move back to the left, okay? So, learners will stare in the mirror, by the way. I've got a van really close behind. What a lunatic. So I'm checking my left door mirror, I've got both headlights. I'm signaling left to move back to tell this white van that's going to come past us any second now. Because he was driving really close behind me. Now, learners will get a little bit scary by that, so don't be put off by them. When you see the headlights, put the signal on and move over. Now you've got a slip road coming on. Remember, you've got 3 ways you can deal with it. You could speed up, you could slow down, or move to the right lane. What option you pick, it all depends on how fast the cars come on the carriageway. We've got a sign saying this parking 450 yards ahead. Now the examiner's going to ask you to follow the signs for Sunderland. So we're going to be looking for signs for Sunderland. Now I'm up to 60 miles an hour. That's all you need to do on the dual carriageway. The examiner is more than happy with that. You've got a wagon parked on the lay-by. Looking well ahead. Try and pick up a sign straight ahead there. Now it says Sunderland to the left. I think it said half a mile. It says half a mile ahead. So again, just keep regular checks in your mirrors when you're on the dual carriageways. Remember, the faster you go, the further you glance, okay? We've got your no stopping signs there. There's your sign saying Sunderland, half a mile ahead. So I'm now going to look for the countdown markers. Now normally I would signal at the 300-yard marker depending on my speed. However, there's a parking, so if I signal at the 300-yard marker, they might think I'm going to move into there, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to signal once I get past the parking, so I've delayed the signal. I'm sticking it on now, 100 yards away. So it says Sunderland's and take the road to the left. So just keep the left lane because Washington is right. And then he says follow the signs for city centre, Sunderland. So I've left my signal on there, by the way, because I'll signal to leave the roundabout. So I'm turning left anyway, so I just keep the signal on. I'm watching the lights. I'm expecting these to change back. There you go. I've got a van really close behind again, look. So it's braking very lightly, very early. Backup light straight in front of us, or what you call your secondary light. Anticipating the lights changing, watch your traffic on the right stopping, then you know yours is going to change to green. Now remember, we said follow the signs for Sunderland, then we're following the signs for city centre. So you could put it in neutral if you wanted. There you go. If I put in neutral, the lights has changed. Left door mirror before I move off, watching them sneaky bikers. Straight a second, straight a third. Signal come back off, I'll stick it back on. Keep it to the left. This van's overtaken. God, he's in there, isn't he? Now, city centre says roundabout, reduce speed now. 200 yards to countdown to the roundabout, but I'm not going that fast, so I don't need to. City centre is straight ahead, second exit, so it's middle mirror brake very early, very lightly. Selecting third gear, clutch up the bike and hold it at the bike, checking 12 and 3 o'clock. And then keep to the left as I go around. Check middle and right door mirror and signal down to left to leave the roundabout. Leave in the left lane, not the right one. Now I'm on the 70, check my mirrors and feel the need for some speed. And up to 5th. Now he's going to see follow the signs for Hilton Castle. Now Hilton Castle is left at the roundabout. This is local knowledge. Now we've got a warning sign telling there could be pedestrians crossing. Hilton Castle's to the left. I'm going to wait till I get past this slip road, this exit road off of the garage. Now I'm going to signal. I've used my mirrors nice and early, braking very early again, selecting third on approach, bringing the clutch to bite down, look at 12 and 3 o'clock, and it's clear I'm going straight out. Now be very careful, cancel the signal when you come off this roundabout, because it doesn't normally cancel. If there's a car coming out of that junction now, it's going to pull out in front of you, leave that signal on. So make sure you cancel. Now Hilton Castle is straight ahead, it's the second exit. Now this particular roundabout, for some reason, learners do not look to the right. Now remember, your mini roundabouts, you give way to the right and give way to 12 o'clock turning right. Now I've got a van coming from my right indicating right, so I'm going to give way to him. The silver car from my right indicating left, so I'm going to pull onto the roundabout. Keep it to the left. I've gone in a second. By the time I've gone in a second, I haven't had time to signal, so don't worry about that. And that's the end of that video tutorial.